Yeah, I'll have a piece of that, he says. It doesn't matter when you're bowling to Warner. Oh, there's another one. That's into the stand.
Well, a man who's starting to look very organised at the crease in Hobart, 123 not out, and then the first innings in Melbourne is David Warner, one of the pair of the odd couple, mate. You get to bat with Ed Cowan again this week. Are you as organised in the dressing room as you have been on the crease?
I'd like to say yes, but I'm pretty messy around the change room. I think punters, caught on with that, and I'm pretty spread out usually.
Another role model, Ricky Ponting. Righto, well, let's have a look. It's plenty big enough again, that's for sure. We'll open up the main compartment. Oh, very proudly sitting on the top is your baggy green.
Exactly. That's where it sits.
How do you look after the actual cap once it's outside that bag?
Oh, the cap's, it's obviously a precious thing, and it's one that I've always, grown up and always aspired to. And now that I've got it, you've got to look after it like it's, like it's a new toy, and that's how it is. And I respect this 100%, and sits away in here and on top of the bag.
Well, very
Generally,
good.
It goes under your pillow at home, though.
Now, this doesn't look that clinical as Michael Hussey. We've got a lot of emails around the country. Where do they hold their boxes? And yours is right near the top as well.
Right on top, yeah. Obviously, with your pads and your thigh pad and your box, generally after a net session, it's pretty sweaty. So we have to try and lay down a towel as well over your bat, so your gloves the sweat doesn't leak on the gloves and on the handles, and put a bit of moisture through the bat as well. So I generally put a towel there. I'm pretty sure Huss does as well, which I've learnt from, which is pretty smart. And no, this is how it is at the moment. Obviously, we just finished a training session.
Well, that is beautiful. That's the best of the lot. Oh, kaboom!
And like a big feature of your batting, mate, is your power. I want to have a look at the David Warner kaboom, and we've discussed this at length in commentary. It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty big. Obviously, credit goes to Stu from Grey Nichols. He makes my bats, and they're generally 2.9 3/4, and that's the weight that I'm using for 2020s and tests and one days. So I generally try and get a bit of a lighter bat for the test matches, but I like the feel of my bats, and I don't like it really to change much.
Yeah, and only a little handle.
Yeah, they are small handles. Obviously, I've got small hands, as you can see, and my hands fit right around it. And if I get Shane Watson's bat, I don't think my hands go 3/4 of the way around.
Yeah, plenty of grips.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Right, how many bats are you carrying at the moment?
I've got 6, I reckon. So there's 2 there, 3, 4, and the other 2 on this side. 2 new ones to work in. Another one there. Another one there.
Yeah, but he didn't really have any clue, did he? He wasn't quite sure how many were in there.
I wasn't sure at all.
Oh, dangerously on the leg side. He's going to push. He's getting there. That is for sure for the little fella. Brilliant 100 with plenty more to do.
Well, batting gloves. You get your batting gloves off as quickly as you possibly can, don't you, out in the middle?
Yeah, I do, because I sweat a lot as well. They generally on the bottom of my kit somewhere here amongst all these bats. As I say, there's the towel. Helmet sits there. The gloves sit in order. This is probably a few things I write on the gloves when I'm out there. In Hobart, we needed 241 runs to get. The coach said to me, if I bat 20 overs, I'll probably be there at the end. And I was there at the end, and obviously we lost. But the main thing was for me to focus on the first 20 overs and try and bat time and get there at the end.
Is that going to stay on all your gloves forever now?
Some of them it will. I'm still using these ones at the moment, and that's probably why I'm taking them off every ball, because I sweat a fair bit.
Yeah. So it's a sweat issue, not just a habit.
It can be a habit. I generally when I put the glove on, I generally always just after each ball, I'll probably just adjust them a lot, especially at both ends, and when I'm facing up as well, just take my mind off things, so a little flap in.
Michael Clark might be a role model there. He's very fidgety with his gloves too.
To David Warner, first ball. Once again, a short. He's just gone with that. Well, that is beautiful.
This thing's not a test match trophy, but that's still in your bag, mate.
Yeah, it is. That's from the first 2020 in Melbourne this year for Sydney Thunder, and I just think I've forgotten to take it out and give it to Mum.
It's only weighs about 3 kg in your bag, and after a big day in the middle, you like to freshen up a bit.
Got me Rexona deodorant, which I like to put on here and there.
Oh, Ricky'd be happy with that.
And got my cologne as well.
How do you pronounce that?
I think it's Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah, what about the first bit?
I don't know.
Lom Lieber or something.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Gotta always smell
David
nice.
Warner's secret. How do you stack up with the other part of your odd couple, Ed Cowan? Is he neater or messier?
I reckon he is a private schoolboy himself. I reckon he's the type of guy who the night before school would, nicely neat and folded his clothes on the end of his bed and his towel for when he wakes up to have a shower.
And what about your whites and sweater? We haven't seen that. That comes in another bag?
Yeah, that travels to and from the ground. Obviously, after end of day's play on day 5, you got no room in your other little duffel bag, so you got to throw it all in the kit and take it back to wash.
Yeah, very good, mate. Thanks very much for your time today.
Pleasure.